Hello there, I am Ethan Hasilius, and in this video, we are taking a short walk through downtown in this park, not far, not near, but close enough where I could get to. So in this video, we are going to talk about the benefits of having autism. So, where do I begin with this? Because me as an autistic adult, kind of an autistic young adult, it's complicated. The benefits of having autism, I would like to say, is I'm focused when I need to be, but uh, other than me blundering all the time, it really is my backlash that I can't talk smoothly, but I'm still working on it every day. But the benefits, I get to appreciate nature a lot. As you can see in my surroundings, I'm in a park. I'm not going to tell you what park I'm in, though, but it's park. So, the benefits of having autism. I'm going to name 10 benefits that having autism that other people may not have. Okay? So, one benefit is that we appreciate things a lot more than other people do, especially when it comes to nature. That does not mean that other people don't appreciate nature that don't have autism, but I'm trying to simply get at that people with autism simply would rather have a cat come to the front door than to talk with someone face to face for about an hour and a half, and they probably want to spend time with their cat or dog or whatever pet they want for half an hour instead. Okay, so we really appreciate nature a lot. So the second thing is that people with autism varying disabilities, and sometimes they can be abilities sometimes, but it's like this. You go down to school, okay? And then you get a test. And then while one person with autism may ace the test, another person just can't quite get the concept. Now, okay. Now, since autism is a wide spectrum, that is to be expected, but I feel like in the school system, that one benefit is that you aren't surrounded by a bunch of people all the time with special ed and that stuff. But there's also a downside, which I will get to in my next video. Now on to number 3. That will basically be your choices and how we see the world. My choices and how we see the world, yeah. So, in my perspective, the world is a beautiful yet unnerving place. Alright? And I don't really see anything too quickly and make judgments upon first sight. Alright? So, it's basically how Sorry, but it's just the world that we live in today is different from 40 to 30 years ago. And I say one benefit of having autism is that how we perceive the world and how others perceive the world through us, that it might become a better place once we all get on the same page and get along with one another, always see the same things and understand the same thing, that we might just join in with society at its most. Okay. But if I haven't made that clear yet, how I see the world is different from what you guys see the world. And it may seem clear how I see the world. Well, I'm not going to say anything that will upset you guys, but basically how I see the world is different from about anyone else who sees the world. And to see an autistic person's view of the world might be interesting in your own sight. Thus, another benefit of having autism, okay, is that you might want to learn what's going on in their heads. Now, number 4. For number 4, okay, I like to say it as people with autism don't really communicate that well, or at least majority of people don't that have autism, but some people do, to some extent, have great success with it, and I don't seem quite to understand that. But what I do understand, from my own experience, that having autism, and if you don't seem to communicate with other people that much, is that what was it? What was it? I often keep to myself, even though I'm in a world of people. Even if I'm in a crowd, I like to keep to myself, and with my own thoughts, keep to them on myself only. Now, if you got that, good, but if you don't, let me brief it up a bit. I'm in a crowd, and it's basically me keeping to my own thoughts within the crowd. That I've been practicing ever since I was born, and I've been very experienced with that, even though to you guys it might seem that it might seem awkward and that person doesn't really want to talk to you or anything, but maybe he does want to talk to you. Maybe you should just pipe in and interrupt his coping and say, hey, do you want to talk to me a bit? Because sometimes people are lonely, and maybe that's why they're lonely, is because they are so used to being shut down and listening to their own thoughts that they don't spend enough time listening to what's around them. And so number 5. Well, number 5. Okay, I have to cut it short because this is almost the end of the video. But number 5 is basically gonna be this. How am I gonna put this? Even though you have some abilities, not have all abilities. And that you might lack in some stuff. You don't lack everything. And that we don't lack, you're exceeding greatly, whatever that might be. So in this video, I hope you learned a few things about autism and how we live with it. I am Ethan, ETHAN, and if you like this video, please subscribe. Goodbye. Okay.